Do you have a plan to increase security in places like that?
The district has up-to-date and well-tested emergency response plans.
Milliseconds beating Jackson. Tiger open!
This program was produced by Lenape District Television.
Two of the most storied schools in all of South Jersey, and it's right here, right now, here on LDTV Sports. It's the Kingsway Dragons and the Shawnee Renegades in girls varsity lacrosse action. How's it going, everyone? I'm Jack Watson, joined by Mr. Sam Myra. Now, Sam, what do you see in this one?
Well, I see a nice contrast of the young upstart Kingsway team that talks all about energy and heart versus the home squad, Shawnee Renegades, ranked number 3 in South Jersey. Poised, great defense, great ball control, and they're looking to extend their tradition.
The third-ranked Renegades take on the Kingsway Dragons in just a few moments. We'll be right back after these messages.
Today's game on LDTV Sports, sponsored by Deborah. For care that's extraordinary, demanddeborah.org. Cherry Hill Nissan, home of the friendly Nissan giant. On the web at cherryhillnissan.com. Philadelphia Wholesale Produce Market. All the best, all right here. 215-336-3003. Or on the web at www.pwpm.net. Comegno Law Group, specializing in general and special education law, representing individuals, families, public boards of education, and independent schools. 888-313-IDEA or ComegnoLaw.com. Wilmore School of Gymnastics, where every child is special. In Mount Laurel, 856-234-5292. And in Medford, 609-654-9337. Medford Village Car Care, serving the area's car care needs for 30 years. Located at 11 North Main Street in Medford, 609-654-4023. For information on how your business can become a sponsor of LDTV Sports, contact Joe Malagrana, LDTV Underwriting Manager, at 609-268-2000. extension 8680, or by email jmalagrana@lrhsd.org.
Thanks a million for joining us on this brisk, windy afternoon here at Shawnee High School. I'm Jack Watson, joined by Sam Myra, and we'll be giving you play-by-play and color commentary, respectively. And now it's time for our AXA Equitable Keys to the Game. AXA Equitable has been providing millions of customers with life insurance, annuities, and other needs-based products since 1859. AXA Equitable, be life confident. That number is 732-452-7275. Now let's take a look at those keys, shall we? And Kingsway, the visiting team, is going to need to start strong on an opposing turf. And Shawnee, they're going to need good ball movement.
Yeah, well, for sure. Kingsway needs to come out, not be intimidated by Shawnee's glossy record and tradition, and just play their game. And like the coach says, we want to come out ready, and we want to finish this game to the end.
And both teams, a very crucial part of lacrosse, win that draw.
Well, the draw is so crucial. It's such a possession-oriented game that if you can win that draw, you can control tempo. If you control tempo, you're going to have a good opportunity to win the game.
Those are our AXA Equitable Keys to the Game. Now we're getting a look at the Shawnee sideline, I believe it is. And they were here about a half hour before their opponent, Kingsway. And now it's time for our AXA Equitable Sideline Report. AXA Equitable has been providing millions of customers with life insurance, annuities, and other needs-based products since 1859. AXA Equitable, be life confident. That number is 732-452-7275. Now it's time for Celine Pence with her sideline report. Celine?
Thanks, guys. I had the opportunity to speak with both coaches before the game. Coach Seward of Shawnee wants the team to focus on having strong double teams and clean possessions and passes. She also mentioned center Caroline Farley as a key player for this game, as she is a leading scorer and assister and is overall a great team player. Coach Goodman of Kingsway Regional wants the team to focus on starting strong and ending strong and playing well together for a full 50 minutes with minimal let-ups. She also said that defensive players will have to work the hardest. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Celine. Back to the Shawnee sideline here. Led by Coach Amy Seward, second year as head coach. 14-7 record to her name.
Yeah, she's off to a good start with her head coaching career here on the high school level. And I'll be interested, you know, Shawnee, as you said, has been out here for quite some time warming up. Kingsway arriving a little bit late. Is that going to affect Kingsway, or is it going to affect Shawnee? Are they over-warmed up? And my guess would be Shawnee's ready to play. Kingsway, you know, we'll see. Coming off the bus, a little difficult. They have 15 minutes to warm up, and we'll see how they respond.
Well, I would definitely expect Kingsway to be a little cold coming off that long bus ride over here to Medford. Both coaches having a little word with their players. Nice little huddle going, and within a few moments we'll be underway here at Shawnee. Sun peeking through on this afternoon lacrosse. It's a beautiful afternoon for lacrosse.
Yeah, it's a good day. A little wind now and then, but overall moderate temperatures, not too hot, not too cold, and we'll hope the sun keeps shining on the field.
Well, nonetheless, 25 minutes are on the clock, and we are almost ready. And here's our Shawnee head coach, Amy Seward. Second season, as we mentioned before, and this Olympic conference.
And Amy in her second year, as we said, but brings a vast amount of varied experiences from the college level to the high school level, as a player, as a coach.
We'll be right back here on LDTV Sports. Don't go away. We'll be here with the draw.
In 2013, there were more than 280,000 motor vehicle crashes in New Jersey. When distracted, you're 23 times more likely to be in one of those crashes. Drive safely. Heads up, eyes forward.
Beginning with the 2015-2016 school year, the Lenape Regional High School District is adopting a new 4-day rotating schedule. This schedule results in many added benefits for students, including increased instructional time, fewer course conflicts, and additional opportunities for character and community building. Before detailing the new schedule, let's first review the previous 13-period schedule that was used throughout the district. This schedule includes 4 42-minute classes, periods 1, 2, 3, and 13. The remaining 9 classes are composed of even-numbered periods, which are 25 minutes, and odd-numbered periods, which are 12 minutes, and a 5-minute break between each for students and staff to pass from one room to another. These abbreviated periods allow for the staggering of student lunch periods throughout the day. When students are not eating lunch, they remain in the same classroom for an even period, an odd period, and the 5-minute break between. This time adds up to 42 minutes, the same as the other 4 standard class periods. However, this schedule does present limitations, particularly in course availability for students. In most cases, the lunch period a student has dictates the courses available to them. For example, if French 3 was only offered during period 5-6, only students with 4th period lunch could take the class, without being forced to take a split study hall to fill in their schedule, and thus only attending 7 instructional periods. A solution to this scheduling conflict could be to change the period that French 3 is offered. but solving one student's conflict potentially creates conflicts for hundreds of other students. Another drawback with the previous schedule is that students and faculty spend a great deal of time each day just getting from class to class. Due to the 13-period school day and allowing 5 minutes to get from one room to another, the previous schedule had 45 minutes of passing time each day. Add to that a 10-minute homeroom and 25-minute lunch period, and there are 80 minutes per day that are unavailable for instruction. The new 4-day rotating schedule has 2 main instructional wheels, separated by a 50-minute lunch and learn time. In the AM wheel, periods 1 through 4 meet before lunch, an average of 4 times per week on a daily rotation. In the PM wheel, periods 5 through 8 meet after lunch, an average of 4 times per week, also on a daily rotation. Each instructional period grows from the previous 42 minutes to 57 minutes. By increasing the instructional time, teachers have more time to direct active learning and instructional strategies like group work, collaboration, peer editing, labs, and hands-on projects. With fewer classes meeting per day and only 20 minutes of passing time needed, the new 4-day rotating schedule has less than half the time spent getting from class to class than the previous schedule, resulting in 25 minutes reclaimed for more meaningful activities. When added to the traditional 25-minute lunch, the result is a 50-minute community lunch and learn period. Lunch and learn is not only a time for the school community to eat and refuel, but an opportunity for students to get extra help from teachers, catch up on assignments, and meet with clubs and organizations. Many students cannot stay after school for extra help, have other obligations, or simply don't want to miss the bus. Students are more apt to get involved when time is built into the school day. Students also have the ability to eat lunch with whom they want to, rather than whom they're scheduled with, in numerous areas around the school. Areas like the Media Center will be accessible for students to meet with peer study groups and research projects. Teachers can choose to be available for extra help. Volunteer activity advisors can hold their club meetings. TV broadcasting students can produce daily news shows. Students can get a head start on their homework. The community lunch and learn can be as great as the staff and students make it. The Lenape District respects students and knows that when given the opportunity, they will make responsible decisions that will help to develop their character and leadership. To review, in the new 4-day rotating schedule, every class meets an average of 4 times per week, but for longer, more concentrated periods of time. There are fewer course conflicts, and by not having all 8 classes meet each day, more time is spent on instruction rather than walking the hallways. The new community lunch and learn allows students to direct their free time based on what they need. It fosters a family atmosphere that promotes self-direction, independence, responsibility, and accountability. Our high school courses prepare students for academic success in college. The 4-day rotating schedule can help prepare them too. It provides a natural transition from the traditional 7 or 8 period schedule, where every class meets every day, used by most middle schools, to a schedule that will better prepare students for some of the otherwise intangible skills needed for college, like making wise, independent decisions on a daily basis.
Welcome back to LDTV Sports, ladies and gentlemen. We jump right into action here at Shawnee High School. And setting up on offense are the Shawnee Renegades. They had a strong chance earlier and ripping one, scores! Very early.
A whistle prior to the goal. She's going to have a great opportunity. Caroline Farley, number 22.
And
she
that
scores.
Is the one to do it, ladies and gentlemen. This time after, not after the whistle, but before the whistle, the goal was. Nonetheless, Shawnee is up a goal. Less than a minute in.
Yeah, and that's Farley with the first goal. She's wearing number 22 today in honor of Katie Kiernan. This being the score against cancer game for Shawnee Renegades.
And the draw still up for grabs here, but it's taken by Kingsway. An excellent double team there, but stoppage of play as an infraction was made.
Yeah, good defensive effort by Shawnee. Referees did not approve.
And now Kingsway will move up with it. Julia Davidson will pass it off. And now it is Kingsway on the attack. They'll try to respond here. Looking for an outlet there, couldn't find one. Oh, and that pass could have easily been intercepted. And after a few bounces, it was. Samantha Tucci now. Moving it on up to Maddie Bray. Oh, deflected on the pass attempt and taken right back by Kingsway. A couple of Shawnee players tripping up back there, but shouldn't be a problem for Kingsway now, as they'll settle in on offense, dropping the ball after the violation, and Kingsway will get it. Sophia Casella with it now.
Casella with a good point-blank opportunity here on goal.
And here she goes, the shot, she scores on the bounce shot. And just like that, the Dragons have tied this one back up. Well, after a couple minutes, we're right back where we started.
That was a good effort by Kingsway. You know, Shawnee nicely in transition, moved the ball out. Just got a little stuck on the sideline, and Kingsway attacks in transition. Does a very good job equaling the score.
And now let's take a look at our Cherry Hill Nissan replay. Sponsored by Cherry Hill Nissan on the web at www.cherryhillnissan.com. And a swift bounce shot there puts Kingsway back in it.
That's a good shot, tough shot for the goalie to save, bouncing off the turf.
After a win by the Renegades, they will start back with it now.
That's
Pass
a great
to the inside, the shot, and it was deflected, I believe, off the stick of Kingsway's goaltender, Lily Argyle. I believe that's who's.
That's Lindsay Killian. Yeah.
She's only a freshman.
I'll tell you, she made a nice save. You know, went from her stick to the crossbar and up and over, and it was a big-time save.
And now Kingsway starts with it after a valiant defensive effort, but could they cough it back up? It's a fight for the ball, and the call is Kingsway. Double team defense once again from Shawnee. Not easily coughing up that ball, but it leaves lots of other players open.
Yeah, number 31 for Kingsway did a nice job splitting both defenders. It was Rena Martin.
Lost it for a moment on the infraction there. And she'll start back with it.
That's a good centering pass. Just can't get the shot off amongst an army of Shawnee defenders.
Couple of bounces there, and now it falls back into the possession of Kingsway. They've got Taylor Sweeney handing it off to the lone goal scorer, Casella.
And Kingsway certainly can afford to be patient. They are a bit of the underdog today, so they're content moving the ball around. They do not need an up-tempo game.
Shawnee definitely thrives off that. Oh, a big hit there. Oh, my goodness.
That's going to be a yellow card on Shawnee.
Oof. Not good for Kingsway. Still on the ground, the player is. Can't quite make out the number, though. Let's have a look at our Cherry Hill Nissan replay on the web at www.cherryhillnissan.com.
There's the pass.
And it appeared as though it was deliberate, in my opinion at least.
Yeah, I don't know. She might have had momentum going and couldn't pull up. That certainly got her on the blind side.
Got some trainers out there. Nasty hit there by Spires.
And she's up and moving, and that's a good thing. Number 4 for Kingsway, Julia Davidson. Shakes it off, puts her goggles on, and ready for action.
Ooh, scary moment there for Kingsway, especially when you consider the severity of high school injuries, concussions namely. But we're back to action after the yellow card delivered.
Go, Kingsway!
And half number 1 is set to continue. Clearing a path is the official for Kingsway as they dig back in on offense.
You hear great communication by the Shawnee defense, and they are well orchestrated, played together for a number of years now.
Very consistent on that end of the spectrum here. Now fighting for it. It's up in the air, and it's taken right back by the Renegades.
That's a great clearing pass.
Ooh, just a little high, and she'll retain possession, though. And Shawnee will look to regain their lead. Oh, a little double team action from Kingsway now.
Yeah, Farley draws attention wherever she goes on the field for sure.
Tucci the pass back.
As does Tucci. And that right back to Tucci.
Oh, and a stick save. Lindsay Killian showing off that glove.
That was just a great save by Killian, staying big, holding her spot, and just finding the ball.
Run with it!
And Kingsway will have their way now. A little more roughhousing here by Shawnee. And Kingsway will get another path. It's Evernham now. Passing all the way across. Couple bounces here and scooped right back up, but a call here will stop play.
Football here or what?
Kingsway has a lot of options here on offense. And they'll choose to start at the top with it. Ooh, double teamed by Shawnee, and
This is going to be a great opportunity for Taylor Sweeney.
Sweeney. An excellent position to score, and she does just that. And Kingsway takes the lead. The Kingsway Dragons, waltzing into Shawnee, have taken the lead in this first half.
Well, Shawnee needs to respond here, and it's kind of what we're talking about. You know, what is Shawnee? You know, were they here early, warmed up too much, and you know, Kingsway jumping off the bus. You thought they wouldn't be ready; they might be a little tight, but they certainly have showed energy, and yeah, they take the lead. But in sports and in life, it's not what happened; it's how you react, and we'll see how the Renegades react.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Sam. Now let's take a look at that play again with our Cherry Hill Nissan replay on the web at www.cherryhillnissan.com. And you see Sweeney start back with it. Picks the top right corner and just levels that one.
That was quite a shock because she started high and you thought, okay, she's going to fake high, go low, and she just stayed with high and went top shelf.
And it's Kingsway on the attack again. Good opportunity here for the one-time shot. And they'll get another chance.
Man, this will be an even better chance. Straight on.
Allie Keene now. The senior takes the shot and it's saved by Lily Argyle.
Argyle coming up big. Kingsway will maintain possession.
And now they'll ease back with it behind the net, increasing that possession percentage.
And for Kingsway, there's plenty of time. They need to be selective.
Right, it's not crunch time here. They've got the lead. And another violation here.
And yet another big opportunity for Kingsway off the Shawnee infraction.
I believe it was Alyssa Bishop there. Not entirely sure. Didn't catch the number. I think it is. Under 15 minutes to go here. And Kingsway, as they so frequently do, have another chance on offense. A path to the net. And all that stands in her way is Shawnee's defense, and they will get there very quickly.
That's a good stand by Shawnee. In particular for Shawnee, Kate McLaughlin.
Whistle here before the shot went off.
Kingsway showing, you know, energy that the coach Goodwin talked about, and a good burst of speed, good first steps from many of their attackers.
Make it count.
Oh, and she'll go pass here.
Probably wise. The Shawnee defense was coming right in the path.
Not overly aggressive. Kingsway getting comfortable with this lead. Could it be stolen back by Shawnee?
There
It is.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a forced play there by Kingsway, with not really necessary to do that.
Liza Barr with it now. Barr will move it to Caroline Farley. And the Shawnee roundabout is almost complete. Ooh, some aggressive defense here from Kingsway, and getting it off in time though. It's Barr now. The shot She scores! And Shawnee has tied this game back up.
Well, that's a good answer for Shawnee because they were on defense for about 3 or 4 minutes and did not yield another one. And they go down and open it up nicely. Great individual effort there by Barr, and they tie the score.
Go, lady. Second. No, you need it. Be strong,
And
man.
we're right back where we started. Here's our Cherry Hill Nissan replay on the web at www.cherryhillnissan.com. And you see Barr sort of clear a path for herself here using her speed. Picks a spot where she liked and buried it.
Yeah, it's a great individual effort. Kingsway did not rotate her around on defense to step up, stop her.
What a good pass ahead, but couldn't handle it there, and Shawnee's defense will capitalize on that. To call Shawnee's defense in this matchup aggressive would be an understatement.
I agree. Well put. They've come out hard for sure.
Sweeney hands it off. It's Evernham now. Sweeney starts at the top with it. Looking for the open player. Finds it and swinging around behind the net. We thought she was going to pull the trigger there, but nothing doing.
Yeah, Shawnee defense did a great job of rotating around, stopping her path to the goal. And again, I repeat myself, Kingsway needs to be patient here. They're in a 2-2 game with the number 3 team in South Jersey. They're in a good spot.
A bit of a
set play, yeah.
bobbling it a little bit and finally recovers
Oof.
with it though, and another
Another
aggressive
big hit.
play by Shawnee's defense. Evernham starts back with it. The hold, the shot,
That's a good save.
and a save by Lily Argyle.
Argyle showing her senior experience, coming up with a big save for the Renegades.
And now Shawnee gets a chance with it here.
That's a good centering pass. And there's a better one.
Went out of bounds on the
Yeah,
redirect.
McLaughlin just missing on that. Great build-up by Shawnee. You can see the Shawnee attack is much more deliberate.
Now a shot scores! Moving like lightning out there. The Shawnee offense will get another.
Farley again receiving the centering pass, a little juke move, and a goal.
Keep your head up.
And reclaiming the lead on their home turf. The Shawnee Renegades now have the 1-goal lead, the score 3-2. Now let's have a look at our Cherry Hill Nissan replay on the web at www.cherryhillnissan.com. A fake shot initially and then
Look again.
found an even better spot and took it from there. Textbook.
Kingsway comes up with the draw. And they're winning a good share of them. Just keeping them right in this game.
Ooh, and Shawnee's defense sacrificing their bodies to try to get that ball. And they do.
Start checking, Black.
Good outlet pass.
Shawnee will catch a break here
Cut her off. Quick checks.
with just over 10 minutes to go in the first. Now
Farley in
charging up.
transition, yeah.
Caroline Farley just overthrows. And now a whistle. Now an open path here. I believe this is Barr.
She left early.
Ooh. And now it's Caroline Farley. An open path to the net.
2 in a row.
She's gonna. Thought she was gonna start again there, but Kingsway will take it back.
I believe the call was that Farley left before the whistle. She began her approach.
Little trigger happy there. Shawnee still has a 3-2 lead.
Alley's open. Alley's open.
Casella for Kingsway has been very impressive with the goal, and she's great in transition.
Come on, Joel.
Lost the ball for a minute there. It's going to retain on the side of Kingsway. As Kingsway looks to tie this one back up. Oh, quick and efficient defense there from Shawnee. Oh, and will they turn it back?
They do indeed.
The whistle indicates the Dragons.
Go hard. Alley will get open.
And Kingsway will start back with it. Another offensive chance they have. And we've seen Shawnee's offense work off of quick, fast-paced, high-tempo scoring, and Kingsway likes to take their time a little bit on offense. They like to retain that ball a little bit, keep it within their grasp.
They do. They work the perimeter very well. They stay patient. They're certainly drawing fouls and getting goals off of the Shawnee fouls. Shawnee, in contrast, on offense, looks for those great centering balls, those cutters, piercing the heart of the Dragons' defense.
But do the Renegades have it in them to slay the Dragon today? More action ahead here on LDTV Sports. And Kingsway taking their time, as we were discussing earlier. Now the pass out to Davidson. And she'll give it up. A little more roughhousing by Shawnee, and that will earn them a call.
Shawnee leading on the scoreboard, and they're certainly leading in the foul department at this point.
And the passive approach sees Kingsway passing. Plenty of time remaining here in the first half, just over 6 to go. And a little bit of distraction going on in front of the net there. And double teaming action here.
Yeah, Kingsway sending some people through the middle, but the Shawnee defense is not having it. So although they have cutters, there's a Shawnee player draped right on them.
If that was us playing that way, we'd have had the team out of the game.
And now Kingsway passes it around.
I'm impressed with Kingsway, though. They're young and they're getting knocked around a little bit out there. But they are keeping their poise. They're not reacting to it.
Ooh,
an example right there. Just shrugging it off is number 44 for Kingsway.
So what do you attribute that to for Shawnee? Impatience or?
Yeah, I think Shawnee is used to a higher paced game, and there's a great pass.
Good pass on the
better
inside.
Save.
Threw it right into the glove of Argyle.
That's a good outlet.
And now charging down is Bakler. The shot and a save.
Freshman goalie Lindsey Killing's been very impressive thus far.
Now let's have a look at our Cherry Hill Nissan replay on the web at www.cherryhillnissan.com. And this was the crucial Shawnee save here, and an excellent pass there, and even better save, as you said.
Mm-hmm.
Right into Argyle's mid, that one was. The 3-2 lead is Shawnee's, and you better believe you can attribute that to Argyle's save.
Yeah, that was a big-time save. She'll be moving that on to the college level next year.
And Kingsway will work it around in their own zone before venturing out to Shawnee's. And now wheeling around. Looks to give it away, and she does. And now starting behind with it is Julia Davidson. A little over 3 minutes to go here, and some strong defense from Shawnee once again, and another whistle.
Yet another foul.
How many has that been for Shawnee? Man, they've been very aggressive on D. Now the pass to Sweeney. Sweeney uses her height to her advantage, and after being triple teamed, she'll have it for herself. Sweeney, the pass to her right. That's the number 26, Ashley Easterday. And Easterday.
That's some good man-to-man defending there. Aaron Dugan cannot be beaten. Well, they do get him on a foul. As we approach 2 minutes.
And scooped up by Shawnee. They'll begin the long way home.
Great stick work by number 13 for Shawnee. Molly Beckler picking that up. Here comes Farley in transition.
The goal scorer tries to pass it away there, but Tucci is the one to recover. And now they'll work it around, looking to get that shot off on the one-time pass. But it winds up all the way on the left side, and Tucci recovers.
And Shawnee would love to extend this lead. Force Kingsway to be a little more up-tempo on offense, which would suit the Renegades.
Shot goes off the side of the net, and Shawnee gets another chance. They could extend their lead to 2. It's going to be Maddie Bray, number 10.
This time it's Bray showing patience.
And time is an issue here now as they're under a minute to go before going into the second half.
This will be a real momentum swing. If Kingsway can hold them, I think they'll go into halftime feeling very good about themselves. Shawnee, on the other hand, would love to end the half with a goal.
It's really anyone's ball game Left-hand corner.
Here
Tucci's
we
got it.
go.
The shot, and it bounces away off the deflection. I believe it caught the stick of Killian. Not entirely sure, though, as...
Yeah, she might have got a piece of it. Did a great job covering her goal, nonetheless. Kingsway desperately trying to have a stand here as we're at 7.6 seconds.
They're going to need a big rip from the point here. They're going to want to get a shot off. 7 seconds here.
Oh, it's a great pass, but Kingsway up to the task.
Very well done on defense as the horn sounds and Kingsway holds off Shawnee. But it is Shawnee with the lead here. They've got a 3-2 advantage over the Kingsway Dragons. Now, Kingsway had the lead at one point, but now it's Shawnee after they tied it up and eventually took the lead with a 3-2 lead. And now you're left to say, hey, I mean, great half for both teams. Little aggressive, though, Shawnee's defense was. Is that a fault for them, do you think?
Well, it did lead to a couple goals for sure. It did. I think they need to practice a little more patience on defense. They're quick enough to get there and defend cleanly. And again, I compliment Kingsway for the poise they had for that big stand at the end. That defensive stand was huge. Shawnee would have loved to go in with a 4-2 deficit or lead. And Kingsway, meanwhile, I think they leave the half with a little bit of momentum there. And they've won the majority of the draws. So the young Kingsway Dragons doing a good job. And I think Shawnee is just being a little impatient on defense because certainly they're doing a great job when they do have the ball in the attack. They're just spending a lot of time on defense because of Kingsway's patience. And you have to applaud Kingsway for that.
And that's how a half of varsity girls lacrosse concludes. It's Shawnee 3, Kingsway 2. Anyone's ball game. We'll be right back for the second half of action.
Today's game on LDTV Sports, sponsored by Deborah. For care that's extraordinary, demanddeborah.org. Cherry Hill Nissan, home of the friendly Nissan Giant. On the web at cherryhillnissan.com. Philadelphia Wholesale Produce Market. All the best, all right here. 215-336-3003. Or on the web at www.pwpm.net. Comegno Law Group, specializing in general and special education law, representing individuals, families, public boards of education, and independent schools. 888-313-IDEA or ComegnoLaw.com. Wilmore School of Gymnastics, where every child is special. In Mount Laurel, 856-234-5292. And in Medford, 609-654-9337. Medford Village Car Care, serving the area's car care needs for 30 years. Located at 11 North Main Street in Medford, 609-654-4023. For information on how your business can become a sponsor of LDTV Sports, contact Joe Malagrana, LDTV Underwriting Manager, at 609-268-2000. extension 8680, or by email jmalagrana@lrhsd.org. Welcome to the Lenape High School cafeteria. Here in the Lenape Regional High School District, nutrition is made a top priority for our students. The Lenape District promotes the importance of eating healthy by following the United States Department of Agriculture's Offer versus Serve policy. Under this policy, students are offered protein, grain, 2 fruits, 2 vegetables, and milk. Upon entering the lunch line at their school, students are presented with a wide array of options for all their dietary needs, ranging from gluten-free to vegetarian. Even the pickiest eaters are sure to find something they will love. To encourage healthier choices, the Lenape District puts an emphasis on fresh produce. By teaming up with locally based companies throughout South Jersey, we can bring the freshest produce from the farm right to our students. Our salad bar offers students the option to make their own salad, which can be piled high with their favorite healthy selections. Students that prefer a sandwich will truly appreciate the extensive deli bar options, where sandwiches are made to order based on students' own tastes. Students that are on the go can check out the snack area and select one of the convenient grab-and-go options, including beverages, ready-made salads, and pizza. The rotating daily feature, or the premium lunch, is a great option for students craving variety. Each school day, students are presented with something new to look forward to, including the always popular taco bar. For students that prefer the standards, there is always the combo option, featuring chicken patties, cheesesteaks, and more. There's even a quick and easy way to pay that works just like a debit card. Parents can set up an account online to transfer funds and view transactions. You're guaranteed to find something you like when it's time for lunch.
We are back here on LDTV Sports. We just witnessed one half of varsity girls lacrosse, but after one, it's Shawnee 3 and Kingsway 2. What do you attribute to that, Sam?
Well, it's a strategic matchup, and I think Kingsway came in with a specific game plan of trying to slow this down and lengthen this game and give them a chance to win at the end. And thus far, after one half, they've given themselves just that chance, exactly.
The opening draw just moments away here. Put 25 minutes on the clock, and we are ready for another half.
And again, the draw is always important. It's especially important right now the way Kingsway is playing, because if Shawnee could start controlling draws, they can start dictating tempo. But there we go again. It's Kingsway with the draw.
And the face-off won there by Sweeney.
And they bring it right back out, and they're practicing patience that they began in the first half.
Not much of a change in strategy in that.
And that's where it's up to Shawnee to make the most of their opportunities when they have the ball. That's a great pass.
Whistle, though. And it's going to be Sweeney who starts back with it.
Well, Sweeney's going to have a great opportunity to tie this game.
An open path to the net here. Charges, moves on through the shot, and it's over the net.
Let me tell you, the Shawnee goalie, Argyle, just did a tremendous job of making that goal very small by holding good position, not biting on the fakes, and preventing Kingsway from tying the game.
And the pass out.
That's a
And
good
Sweeney
move.
has another chance with it as another foul by Shawnee's defense. It seems as though the fouls have really been exclusively on Shawnee. I mean, not sure why they're being so open to giving them these chances, but they're scores! Oh my goodness. Just like that, 2 seconds, and Sweeney picks her corner and scores.
That was 2 minutes of very impressive play by Taylor Sweeney, who wins the draw and then has a couple opportunities, keeps her poised, gets another opportunity, and finishes it to tie the game. Yeah, I hate to ever give one individual sole credit, but boy, she had a lot to do with that third goal for Kingsway. And she's right back at the center circle.
And the face-off won by Shawnee.
That's an important win by the Renegades.
Now the pass, the shot, scores! They get that goal right back, and that was textbook, ladies and gentlemen. Maddie Bray is the one. And the score is now 4-3.
A great answer by the Renegades, and that's what Kingsway fears. If they stop winning these draws, then it could be Shawnee on the attack.
Very impressive indeed. now the draw following the goal. Still up for grabs here, and it's won by Shawnee.
I'll tell you, Kate McLaughlin did a great job coming through to win that ball.
Grace Kyra had a role in getting that down to the net, and now lots of aggression now from Kingsway on defense, trying to reciprocate what Shawnee had done.
Bray just missing on an opportunity.
And now Tucci is there on the left side. And now a winding shot save. Killian.
I'll tell you, the freshman in goal for Kingsway has stood tall today.
Now Kingsway will start back up with the stoppage here. And it's time once again for our Equitable Sideline Report, brought to you by Equitable, providing millions of customers with life insurance, annuities, and other needs-based products since 1859. AXA Equitable, be life confident. That number, once again, 732-452-7275. Now let's send it down to Celine Pence with our sideline report. Celine?
Thanks, guys. I just got a quick word with both coaches. Coach Goodman of Kingsway Regional wants the team to work on finishing plays on attack. Coach Seward of Shawnee wants the team to focus on foul-free defense. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Celine. And not really noticing too much of a strategy change on part of Kingsway until now. They're utilizing speed here. Scores! And Kingsway has taken that one back. In a matter of 2 minutes, the score 4-4.
Again, it was Sweeney coming through. Taylor Sweeney drawing a host of Shawnee defenders, calmly slotting it to her teammate for the goal.
Come on, Taylor, go you!
And now we're back to the face-off dot. Now launched all the way back, and Shawnee's got it.
Once again is McLaughlin.
Up after bobbling it a little bit there. Good recovery. Now launching it for the one-timer. The shot scores! An excellent play there.
Well, Kate McLaughlin taking up 3/4 of the field, winning the draw, you know, on the finding it loose, coming through, passing, continue her cut, a clean catch, and an easy score for her.
And that's how you do it, ladies and gents.
And Kate made it look easy, and that was anything but. That's just a sophomore for the Renegades.
You ready, attack, coming to you.
And now let's take another look at that one with our Cherry Hill Nissan replay on the web at www.cherryhillnissan.com. And this is the Kingsway goal first as we look at these back-to-back goals. Now moving closely in, utilizing speed there. And now we go back to this Shawnee goal. A good one-time pass there. Kate McLaughlin. And the Renegades have the 5-4 lead now.
And this is where Kingsway now needs to go back to their game plan. They do not want to get into an end-line to end-line, goal-to-goal type battle, because the Renegades will prevail. They need to keep their patience and extend the game.
And I mean, that's really what it's been so far, because as we can see, the score 5-4 teetering on both sides, but Shawnee currently with the lead. But the Kingsway Dragons going back to work here. Referee signaling it's Ashley Easterday here. Easterday passes it off. And now sandwiched there. Coughs up the ball, but also coughing up a call.
Splitting the defenders. How can that be a charge?
It's going to go against Kingsway, much to the dismay of the Dragons fans.
Now Bray.
Bray doing her thing.
She moves in. Now coasting on in, but a whistle. That'll stop the momentum for now.
Now Farley with a very, very good opportunity.
Now the shot scores! And Shawnee has extended their lead. The score 6-4 now.
Farley with the hat trick on the day.
Let's have another look with our Cherry Hill Nissan replay on the web at www.cherryhillnissan.com. Now starting off, they're off to the races there, and the defense didn't really have much of a chance.
No, you give Farley that opportunity, and a larger percentage of the time, she is going to find the net.
And she did just that. Just above 18 to go now. Now looking to scoop it up, and Shawnee does just that. And they'll slow down here. And believe a Shawnee player is injured now.
I believe it's Farley is down.
Let's have another look. Our Cherry Hill Nissan replay. Awkward fall there, and trainer's coming out. She's gotten up under her own power, but limps onto the trainer's cart there. And she'll come off for the time being.
Kingsway!
Come on, Black.
Come on, Maria, get it back.
Come on, Marie, get it back. Come on.
18:07 to go here in this second half.
Come on, Maria.
Ready, Jewel, be ready.
And Erica Barr will start with it for Shawnee.
It's a good defensive play by Kingsway.
Losing the ball there, and it's the Dragons with it now. And Kingsway being patient now. Now their last goal was coming off of the fast break, but this one they'll slow it down a little bit.
Passing lane, Jewel.
What do you think would more fit their offense, would be more effective from what we've seen so far? Slowing it down like this, or quick, fast-paced goals?
Well, I like the slowdown, but you're getting to a point where you have a 2-goal deficit now. You could still play that game. You can't let it get too far away and still play the slowdown game. That's an unfortunate foul.
Tough one.
And it's going to be Erica Barr now, as she was shoved down. And they're going to move her up with lots of space, and she'll have a ton to run up.
This is going to be, yeah, numbers opportunity for Shawnee.
And the pass out, nothing doing there as it kind of coasted along and picked up by Tucci.
Yeah, Tucci did a good job to keep it from going out. And it's good to see Farley back in the game.
Now big shot scores!
In a big way.
After coming off from an injury, she finds herself right back in the net. It's 7-4 in favor of Shawnee. So the Renegades really coming out on offense in this second half. It was 3-2 when we started, and now it's 7-4.
Yeah, that's a good timeout by Kingsway, because now you have to look at the game strategy and say, we're 3 goals down. Can we really afford to go slow and deliberate? You need to force the tempo a little more.
With a timeout now? Not an injury timeout unlike before, but
yeah, that was a Kingsway timeout, and as I said, a wise timeout. But it's a catch-22 for Kingsway at this point, because now they're 3 goals down. I think if they try to force tempo and go up pace, that's going to suit the Renegades very, very well. On the other side, you can't just sit with a 3-goal deficit. So Renegades in good position right now.
now let's take a look at Farley's goal with our Cherry Hill Nissan replay on the web at www.cherryhillnissan.com.
Go, Kingsway.
She just rips one from the right side and picks her corner.
Yeah, and she had a girl right on her shoulder, and she just shrugged her off.
Go, Black.
Go Black! Here we go, Black!
16:23 to go now.
All day. Don't let it, Black.
Come on, Black! Plenty of game left!
And it'll start out from the middle here on the draw. Following the goal and the timeout.
Get there,
And
Alex! Get there, Lex!
the Renegades with a commanding 3-goal lead, the biggest lead of the entire game. And it belongs to Shawnee. We'll start out with the draw. And it's won by Shawnee, but they'll stop it and give it right back to them.
No worries, Black! No worries, Black!
Farley gives it up,
Stay there,
and it's Bray now. Now the shot scores! Wow! She wheeled right in, picked the right corner, and my goodness, Shawnee throws themselves back on the board.
Yeah, she caught the goalie leaning, and boy, you can't make a mistake when Caroline Farley's coming at you, because she's going to find it and she's going to exploit it.
Let's have another look with our Cherry Hill Nissan replay now. My goodness. She wheeled right in, faked going higher than she actually went, and then picked a corner and put it in the softest place on this field.
Go, Taylor!
There's Sweeney for Kingsway, the sophomore.
Now wheeling on in the shot. And a save.
Good save by Argyle. A shot by Evernham, Alexa. Now Shawnee has a chance to open things up, use their speed, use their quick ball movement.
And now a deflection, it'll end up on the stick of Bray. Now another deflection, and it's, I believe it's Kingsway. And it is. Encircled by Shawnee defenders.
That's a good outlet.
Very good job. of relieving that situation there.
Shawnee with a very good job defending. It was clean, it was relentless, and they win the ball back.
And as opposed to their sloppy antics on the first half, the second half
Farley,
is better.
very unselfish.
And another easy score. What more can you say other than textbook when you see a play like that?
Yeah, Farley did. She drew the defenders, and Bray just made a great run on her right side, and she slotted it to Bray, and Bray calmly puts one in. A lot of senior experience there on that one, Jack.
Easy for them. And now, as they triple their first half goals, let's take a look at our Cherry Hill Nissan replay.
Come on, Taylor.
And Bray was just taller than the goalie there and used the height to her advantage.
Yep, she caught Killian moving off her line, and as a goalie, you need to be set when the shot comes, and Killian wasn't.
Open space.
And again, the experience of Bray made it look easy. Yeah, this is problematic now for Kingsway. They need to really play up-tempo, and it's just not suiting them against that veteran Renegade defense. And look at the way they're moving the ball, Jack.
Silky smooth here. And now the pass to Bray and a save. Good stop there, but it's still alive for Shawnee.
That was a terrific save by young Killian, preventing the Renegades from double digits for the time being.
And now Kingsway will start with it. Kingsway gets a chance with above 13 minutes to go.
Sweeney, very good in transition. That's a good...
And now Easterday will have it behind the net. Settling in here. We've really seen two opposite styles of offense here, and the calmer is proving effective here for Kingsway as they score.
Kingsway did a very good job there. They had enough patience, and they were deliberate enough to get the goal.
So the lead is now just 4. And the Kingsway Dragons, with under 13 to go, have made this a 4-goal contest.
Get this one.
Now the opening draw. Following Kingsway's goal. Now it's launched up and still up for grabs here. Oh, muscled down there. Gets right back up though. Shawnee ball.
Get there, Cam.
Come on, Tommy!
And the pass down there. It's Tucci, the shot. She scores this time. And the lead is 5 once more.
Well, the great thing about the Shawnee attack is you can't just focus on one person. Not when you have names like Farley and Bray and Tucci and Barr out there. You try to stop one, and there's somebody else right there.
And there's really no letting off the gas pedal here as Shawnee has reached double digits.
Let's go, team! Here we go, team!
And we see our Cherry Hill Nissan replay here, just absolutely rudimentary there.
Sweeney again.
No call there, ref, huh?
And a whistle now.
Coming your way, Cam.
Convenience
under 12 minutes to go here. The Renegades will start with it. Shawnee with their up-tempo offense here.
Oh, what a great pass.
Oh, it could have been a big one-time play there, but swinging around for the shot, and the ball ends up on the stick of Killian.
Behind you.
And Kingsway will have a chance with it here.
Yeah, unfortunately, number 14 for Kingsway, Evernham just ran into a Shawnee trap.
Coughed it right up, and Shawnee still not letting up. Now looking to move around the defense there with some twisting moves. Couldn't get it done, though. As another distraction from Shawnee as they move multiple players around.
That's a great move. Another good save.
Winds up way around back. Samantha Tucci gives it up to Farley, and now in the middle of the shot they score. Kate McLaughlin. And the lead is now 11-5.
Plenty game here, let's go.
As we are under 10 minutes. This is becoming a real firestorm on part of Shawnee now.
Yeah, this tempo suits Shawnee very, very well. And it's going to remain this way because Kingsway needs goals.
And now let's take a look at McLaughlin's goal with our Cherry Hill Nissan replay.
Come on, Taylor.
Oh, look at how many defenders that pass went over. Excellent pass to set up an easy goal.
Farley threading the needle to McLaughlin for a well-deserved goal because Katie McLaughlin's been all over the field today.
And Sweeney goes down for Kingsway. And they'll retain possession. Now Sweeney moves on in, loses it for a few moments, and it's scooped right up by Shawnee. And the Renegades have it now. Oh, loses it for a few moments there, but now a whistle.
Shake it off.
The Renegades still not letting up here.
Next play, just answer it. Next play, here we go.
McLaughlin in transition.
Looking for Barr on the left side, and she'll end up passing it to Maddie Bray. Now Farley in with it now. Drawing the goaltender out, but a whistle.
It's going to be a very good opportunity for Farley.
Come on, Lynn.
We'll see what Killian does, the freshman in goal against the senior experience, and Killian stands tall.
And that's how you get it done with the defense and goaltending for Kingsway. And a shot, I believe, caught a defender's stick and sails on out of bounds. Now wheeling around was Erica Barr, and a whistle will give her the ball again. Now Barr, the shot on the ground, and it trickles on back.
Again, defended very well by Kingsway. I'm impressed. They're a little down in the score column, but I love that they're continuing to play hard. There's a big win by them.
The refs will slow it down a little bit as Kingsway looks to recover. Not much time for them, though, and especially not much time when you consider their slow, sort of paced offense.
Yeah, it's an uphill ride right now for Kingsway. But there's a lot of youth in those black jerseys.
Getting some much-needed experience with this game, and it's pretty good when you consider they've got a freshman goaltender, and a lot of their back players are on the younger side.
Yeah, we're showing some 9th and 10th graders, and the goal scorers both underclassmen. Sweeney, the draw expert, only a sophomore. But it's Renegades Day right now, or certainly their half.
But let's see if Kingsway has an answer. Now pass and loses it in front of the net, and Shawnee will hustle all the way back.
Yeah, that was some experienced defending. There's McLaughlin out of pressure onto Tucci.
She'll wheel on in and find herself behind the net, looking to pass, but it escaped the grasp of McLaughlin. Shawnee recovers, though, as they've still got it. They'll dig in on offense nice and slow here. And it's the right side of the game for them. The pass on the inside deflected and on the ground now.
Play on, says the ref.
And Farley, the pass on in. Tucci's got it. She scores.
Tucci.
And the score is 12-5 now.
A Houdini-like act, the great escape artist for Tucci, because she had a surrounding black jerseys and she found her way out of it.
Sort of ducked under those sticks there, and now it's time for our Cherry Hill Nissan replay. Let's see it happen again. So on this play, really, do you attribute it to being not aggressive enough, too aggressive that they were a little trigger happy there? What do you think?
Yeah, Kingsway, I thought they dove in a little instead of just trying to keep their body square to Tucci, which is no easy task because she's quick and she's skilled. But Kingsway needs to practice a little more discipline on that one.
Now the pass to Tucci, she'll hold on though. No rush for Shawnee here. They're up 12-5. And we're going to see a couple new faces out there. Some younger players getting some play time. And Tucci drops it, and stoppage there.
So McLaughlin will have a very good opportunity on the Kingsway foul.
Now a big shot, scores. Right-hand corner. The source of many goals for Shawnee becomes another. 13-5 is the tally now. As with just above 4 minutes to go. Kingsway will try to answer. And Shawnee winning the face-off again. Very strong in the face-off dot.
Yeah, the tables have turned. Tables have turned as far as the face-offs. Shawnee covering a large percentage of them this half, whereas in the first half it was a lot of Kingsway. Shawnee's made some good adjustments, particularly Coach Seward spoke at halftime about wanting to minimize fouls, and they've done just that. They've played good, clean defense.
And really, that was the only glaring problem with Shawnee's play, the fact that they were giving up so many unnecessary fouls. But now they've seemed to totally cure that ailment, and they score again.
Yeah, it's number 13, Molly Beckler.
The midfielder puts another on the board for Shawnee. And in this absolute blowout that this one has turned into, let's have another look with our Cherry Hill Nissan replay. And it seems like many goals start out like that, where they're sort of midway through and they snipe it top shelf.
Yep, she did just that.
And for Shawnee, their strategy has been very quick. If you've got the shot, take it, and they've taken it. It's worked 14 times for them. And now some aggression on both sides. They'll let them play, though. And now Beckler has it for Shawnee. And trying to move on in. And a scooping save from Lindsay Killian.
That's a great individual effort for the Renegades.
Breakaway goal there, and the lead is now 10 goals. And you'd think Shawnee would kind of try new things, and they've certainly done that with this breakaway goal. But I guess you'd expect the team to kind of let off a little bit. But no, they keep pouring it on. 15-5, the score now. And with that goal, I'd like to thank all of our LDTV Sports crew for this Kingsway at Shawnee girls lacrosse matchup. And that crew consists of Marissa Spiegel, David Hamady, Matt Mathis, Owen Bulkerick, and Alex Ferry. And our Option 2 students, Adam Darengowski, Justin O'Donnell, Tony Devlin, and Jeff Price. Of course, myself, Jack Watson, and my color commentator, Sam Myra, in the booth for you, and our sideline reporter, Celine Pence. A whistle now. They're looming on 1 minute. And I think it's safe to say there's not going to be an overtime here. It was looking like it at the beginning of the second half, as the score was only 3-2. Scores!
Yeah, it was nip and tuck.
And Kingsway's not going to go down without a fight here, as they've put their 6th tally on.
That's the senior Allie Keene with the goal. We are under the 1 minute mark.
Let's have another look at Kingsway's goal here with our Cherry Hill Nissan replay.
There would be the
and I believe this is
goal,
the
yes.
breakaway goal by Shawnee's Aaron Dugan.
And Dugan showing just explosive speed and poise on the shot.
And an interception here by Shawnee. And they'll stomp right back up here. A shot on goal and a save.
Killian had a good day for Kingsway. Despite the 15 goals, you cannot fault her on any of them. She made several outstanding saves.
Well, now a good opportunity for Kingsway as they've got numbers to their name. The whistle blown, and they've got 5.1 seconds. A wide open chance here.
Shawnee doing a good job closing it down, and a big-time save by Argyle to end the game.
The horn sounds, and the Shawnee Renegades have slain this Kingsway Dragon team. 15-6 is the final score, and my goodness, has this been a blowout. We didn't think it would be at the beginning of the second half, as the score was only 3-2, but this one ended up being a barn burner, as it is 15-6 once again the final score. Big win for these Shawnee girls. Lots of excellent experience for their young players, and a valiant effort from Kingsway, but it was Shawnee who had the momentum and the offense in the second half.
A tale of two halves, no doubt, Jack. And Shawnee, certainly got out of the gates a little bit slow. I'm going to give them a little bit of an out. You have a routine before a game. You have a time set where you're supposed to be doing different things to prepare so that when the game time arrives at 4 o'clock, you're ready to go. And I think they got out of their routine a little bit. And again, they should be a veteran team, used to that, but a routine's a routine. I think they were ready to play a couple times, and the game kept getting delayed. So I'm going to give them a little out on that.
And, Kingsway started off pretty well. At one point they held the lead. At one point they had a 2-1 lead. But there is our final score. Shawnee improves to 9-3 and shows us why they're third ranked in this group. And it is 15-6. Kingsway dropping to 6-6. We'll be right back here on LDTV Sports with our play and player of the game. Don't go away. Still lots of fun to be had.
Today's game on LDTV Sports, sponsored by Deborah. For care that's extraordinary, demanddeborah.org. Cherry Hill Nissan, home of the friendly Nissan Giant. On the web at cherryhillnissan.com. Philadelphia Wholesale Produce Market. All the best, all right here. 215-336-3003. Or on the web at www.pwpm.net. Comegno Law Group, specializing in general and special education law, representing individuals, families, public boards of education, and independent schools. 888-313-IDEA or ComegnoLaw.com. Wilmore School of Gymnastics, where every child is special. In Mount Laurel, 856-234-5292. And in Medford, 609-654-9337. Medford Village Car Care, serving the area's car care needs for 30 years. Located at 11 North Main Street in Medford, 609-654-4023. For information on how your business can become a sponsor of LDTV Sports, contact Joe Malagrana, LDTV Underwriting Manager, at 609-268-2000, extension 8680, or by email jmalagrana@lrhsd.org.
Every time you text and drive, you take your eyes off the road for an average of 5 seconds. At 55 miles an hour, that's like driving the length of an entire football field blindfolded. Drive safely. Heads up, eyes forward.
Welcome back to Shawnee High School, where we just witnessed the Renegades defeat the Kingsway Dragons by a final score of 15-6. The third-ranked Renegades improved to 9-3, and the Dragons dropped to 6-6. And now it's time for our Reconstructive Orthopedics Player of the Game, sponsored by Reconstructive Orthopedics, www.reconstructiveortho.com or 1-800-896-RECON. Now let's send it down to Celine Pence with our player. Celine?
Thanks, guys. I'm here with player of the game, Caroline Farley. Caroline, how did you prepare for this game?
Yesterday we had practice and we just came out and we knew it was going to be a tough game and a good opponent for us. So we just came out, practiced really hard yesterday. Our warm-up was good today, and I just thought we came out and played our best.
And this started out a really tough game, but you came out with a huge victory. What did the coach say to you at halftime?
Yeah, we know we came out slow, and when we came into halftime, our heads were down and we didn't really know what to do. But the coach told us we needed to pick it up, who we were playing for Katie Kernan, and we picked it up when we came out in the second half, and I thought we did great.
Now, did you feel more motivation to win this game because it was in honor of Katie Kernan and raising money for cancer?
Oh yeah, definitely. Katie was one of my best friends. When I came in as a freshman, she was a junior. She took me under her wing, and she's just been she was my best friend, and losing her was heartbreaking. But playing for her and wearing her number means the world to me, and I'm happy to be out here playing for her.
Well, thank you so much, and congratulations once again.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Celine, and congratulations to Caroline and the Shawnee Renegades. A very well-earned victory here, an inspirational win as well. And now it's time for our All-State You're in Good Hands play of the game, sponsored by Michael McDyer, CLTC. You can reach him at 609-654-1426 or at michaelmcdyer@allstate.com. Now let's take a look at that play, shall we? And we have Samantha Tucci starting out with it, and I believe it was Caroline Farley who ended up finishing here. Oh, perhaps not. It was, I believe, McLaughlin. Kate McLaughlin. And a good goal for her. So the Shawnee Renegades with a big victory here, 15-6. They improved to 9-3. A high-tempo offense for them. And that proved to be the better offense, as we saw a tale of two offenses, as Kingsway went with a slower paced offense and the Renegades with a faster one. And if you'd like to catch our next game here on LDTV Sports, it's going to be the Washington Township Minutemen facing off against the Cherokee Chiefs in varsity boys lacrosse action. And for a full schedule of all of our LDTV Sports broadcasts, please visit www.lrhsd.org/LDTV. And if you'd like to purchase a copy of this Kingsway Shawnee varsity girls lacrosse action, please visit www.lrhsd.org/LDTV copies. And ladies and gentlemen, that's all she wrote from Shawnee High School. The final score, 15-6. A hard-fought game for both squads, but it was Shawnee in the end. That's all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jack Watson for Sam Myra and Celine Pence. Thanks for tuning in.
This program was produced by Lenape District Television.
Do you have a plan to increase security in places like that?
District has up-to-date and well-tested emergency response plans